Hello, friends. It's Pam Morin, Creative Memories Advisor. Welcome to Wednesday night Scrap Your Stash. I'm so happy to be here with you tonight. I pre-recorded this episode, and I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a fun, quick layout, and my inspiration for tonight's layout is the challenge that Creative Memories did last week on their blog. They challenged us to use up the little bits and pieces that we have left over after we've made a layout. And on Friday night at my virtual crop, we continued with that theme and we made a bunch of pages with scraps. So I had so much fun doing that. I started pulling more of my collections off my shelf to see if I had, scraps that I could use up and make a layout. And that way I can put these pre-made layouts in my containers with all my other pre-made layouts. And then when I go to a crop, I take my pictures with me and start adding pictures. I know that it can be a little scary or daunting to make a layout first without any pictures, but I find it very freeing. I feel like I'm able to be a little more creative because I'm not uh, defined by the color or the theme of the picture. So I can just be, go for it and be creative and make my layout. And then later on, I will find the perfect pictures for the layout. And I always do. There's always a way to make it work, to find those pictures and then make it work on the layout. So that's what we're going to do tonight was we're going to pre-make a layout and we're going to use these bits and pieces left over from this collection. I already did one. I put one together with some bits and pieces. And this one, as you can see, the frame was left over. The greenery that you see here, I think it's like an evergreen tree that you see here, the frame all the way on the outside, that was left over after cutting a circle out of that paper with the large circle cutter. So I had this frame piece left over. So I decided I was going to use that tonight and get that on a piece of paper, get that in a layout. And I really recommend that you do use those right away after you've cut out a circle from a 12 by 12 piece of paper, because otherwise there's really a good chance of the frame getting ripped or bent because it's very narrow on the sides. And so trying to put that back into a paper storage can be tricky because then it can get caught up on things. So I recommend when you're making your layout where you're using this circle, then immediately make the layout using this leftover frame because you don't want it to get torn or ruined. So I adhered this frame onto a piece of dark green cardstock. And then I had some of this really pretty cream cardstock that goes with the color here in the evergreen. And I decided to use circles for my photo mats for this one because to go along with the theme of the circle. And then, so I used up this piece of cardstock. And then I had this little strip of brown left over as well. So I used that for a little log looking piece underneath my circles. And I rounded the corners with my corner rounder. Then I had this laser cut border here, which is a tree or a branch. And so I just layered that with my brown log. So I just really like the way that looks. I like that I have some of the white here. There's some white up here and there's some white in here. So I like the contrast of the white against the brown. And then I decorated with some fun stickers that came with this collection, some leaves in different colors. So now I'll put this in my 12 by 12 container with my other layouts, pre-made layouts, and I'm sure that I'll be able to find some camping pictures that I can put on here. And I have plenty of room over here for more decorating or some more pictures. And then I plan to put the title on the log down here. And then I definitely have room for some fun journaling on the side. So this is an example of a layout that I made from just scraps. So now let's do one together. So in my scraps, I had this frame cut out. It's been too long. I don't remember what I did, with the centerpiece. But I cut out this frame and I used one of the decorative blades from our 12-inch trimmer. Get this on this brown piece here, and then I'm going to hold it up so you can see that. So it's got a decorative edge all along the inside and outside of this frame. It looks to be a 1-inch frame, and I've got a nice size here so that the brown is going to show up on the outside as well. We're going to have a little bit of the frame of the brown around the outside of the green, along with, the inside. Okay, so let's get this frame down. I'm so excited to use this up. Look at all these bits and pieces I have to make layouts. I could just sit here and make layouts after layout after layout. I really enjoy, I like this side too. I really enjoy putting layouts together and using up a whole pack. Wow, should I use the leaves? I actually like that better. Yeah, I'm going to use this side. See, you got to check out both sides. All right, so let me get my photo tape, because I'm definitely going to use photo tape adhesive for this frame. Now, my storage for all of my pre-made layouts are the 12 by 12 plastic containers, and I have them sorted by the scrapbooks that I make. So I have a spring and summer box where I keep all my spring and summer layouts. I have one for camping. I have one for Christmas. I have one for kids. So basically it's all of the yearly albums that I do. Oh my gosh, this looks so nice on top of this pine cones. I love it. All right. So that's how I keep my pre-made layouts sorted, is by the themes of layouts and albums that I do every year. And then I just pull those out. And then I have one that is all occasion, any event, any theme. So it's a layouts that could go with any pictures. Okay, there we go. I think we're good. All right, so great thing about this photo tape is I can take off a little bit at a time, get that lined up, because this is a tricky one to get lined up. You want to make sure it's in the right place. You don't want it to accidentally stick down where you don't want it. So that's why I use the photo tape, because then I only have this little section that I peeled the backing off of so it can hold it in place. And I think I'm going to do each corner. Peel off just a little section of the backing. That way it's not sticking down where I don't want it to stick down, and then I have to try and pull it back up. That's always a challenge when you have to do that. And this is a narrow frame. It's only 1 inch wide, so it'd be really tricky to try and reposition it. Okay, I think I've got it straight here. No bubbling up anywhere. All right, so let's take this side off. I'm just going to peel and press at the same time and make sure it's staying straight and not getting, Bubbled up. Okay, perfect. Did not. I'm going to do that same thing to the other side over here. Okay, one more. There we go. Oh, awesome. It laid down nice and flat, no bubbling up. So there we go. So we've used our frame that was left over from another layout, and now we're going to cut some mats to go inside the frame. And I'm going to use a lighter color. I'm not sure if I'm going to use white, but I'm going to use a lighter color for my photo mats. And then you can do some decorating and put your title on and your journaling, all of that fun stuff. I just want to find, so here's the green. Actually, this is from, that was the other side of this. Isn't that pretty? I just love all those leaves. So pretty. All right. So I need to find a color. I don't know if this would look okay. Let me grab some of my placeholder. Yeah, let's see if we like, I think I like a smaller size. That's the 4x6, 3.5. I'm looking for the 4x4. Here it is. All right. I think a 4x4 is going to look really cute in here. And if we do 4 of them, these placeholders are so nice. You can use them to get an idea of where you want to put photo mats. You can use them as your photo mats. But yeah, I definitely like the 4x4 size picture inside this square frame. I think that looks really cute. I think I'm probably going to try and find a color of mat that is in these leaves, though. I don't think I'm going to use white. And then I will decorate with some fun stickers and my journaling and my title. Maybe put some fun leaves, pretty leaves on it, like I did the circle layout. You know, I don't know if I'll do like I did the log down here, if I'll do a log over here. I like the title. Title seems like it'll be over here. Something like that. But remember, when you cut out and you have these frames left over, try to get them down on a piece of paper right away. Try and make a layout with them right away so they don't get ripped or torn, because gosh, they look so nice having that fun outline for your layout. All right. Well, thank you, ladies. I so appreciate you watching. And tonight's video is a quick and fun video using up your scraps. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you real soon.